Your beauty weighs on me. This feeling's too good. Hey, listen. Lonely, but not when you hold me. But not when you. But not when you hold me. Beauty, lonely. Philo. But not when you hold me. But not when you. But not when you hold me. Hey, listen. Lonely. But not when you hold me. But not when you hold me. But not when you hold me.
I need it all cool, y'all.
Alright, let's start.
AD.
So let's start. Alright, is it like a glitch? I can see the left summoner spells, but I can't see the right summoner spells. right? Okay. I was. Everybody was just so quiet. So I was like, let's start. All right. So welcome to the RPL League. It's pick and ban phase today. It's interesting. So right now I'm guessing we have a Galio top, J4 jungle, Oriana mid, and a Twitch ADC with a Janna support. Then we have GP in the top lane, Rek'Sai. Ooh, the new Rek'Sai rework. That's going to be a strong jungling tool when you go into a ganking for a lane. In the jungle, we got a Veigar, Lucian in the bot lane, and then we got Tom Kench for the life save and support. So
All right.
let's
My name is Nersha. I've been casting for a few weeks now, and I'm officially retarded because I had my microphone muted up until just now, not realizing it, and having talked about Champ Select extensively up until now without realizing it.
Okay, my name is NDO12. I'm a brand new caster. I'm doing this for the first time. I always like to watch RPL League, so I wanted to cast it one time.
I hope that I get a little bit of consistency, and so hopefully I can actually stream with someone and cast with them for just more than once. Because I've been casting with a different person like every week now.
Well, I will be Saturdays are kind of my free days, so if I'm not busy from 9 o'clock, then yeah, I'll be gladly to help you cast.
I believe tomorrow the semifinals start at like 4 o'clock Eastern.
4 o'clock Eastern. If I get back from church on time, yeah.
We gotta play. I think we'll be doing both of them, both the semifinal matches, rather than just one best of 3. I believe.
Okay, both. Alright, so I got.
That might be why they're starting it so much earlier than normal. But one interesting thing that I wanted to note on in this champ select was the fact that Clorox Bleach banned 5 support champions. I mean, not 5, 4.
4.
Might as well have been 5 because I don't really know who plays Yasuo on Team 6.
Well, the streamer called Yasuo plays him in support. You feel me? He always carries.
All right, I guess we could say 5 support bans in that case.
There we go. I'm loving this. I'm loving the J4 and Galio. Because the J4 Galio and Twitch, that is just destructive. If J4 can get a beautiful ult in between these players, and then Galio can come in with his ult too, we will give J4 the extra armor and the shield. Imagine when Oriana ult on top of that with the Twitch bursting them down. That's like a GG right there. But
so, I mean, they do have a good wombo, but they will have a bit of an issue if they get split up by the Rek'Sai and the Gangplank. So I definitely don't think that Team 6 Longswords should be trying to team fight them. I definitely think they need to keep this a bit more split up, especially until like really late into the game.
Yeah, true. I agree with you on that one. But that's why we have the Tom Kencher, the lifesaver. I call him the lifeguard because he saved everybody, right? Tom Kencher is going to be saving a lot of people, hopefully. Because knowing that the enemy team comp is going to be really, really powerful in team fights, right? Tom Kench is just going to be there to like help them get them out of a sticky situation, right?
Well, the problem with that is that he works especially well against champions like Thresh or Morgana who catch out one target in particular. But when let's say like you get 4 or 5 people ulted by Oriana, you can only get one person out. That's it.
True.
So if they, and as well as the fact that it's not that big of a deal with them trying to catch one person out on the side of Clorox Bleach. They're running Twitch, they're running Janna. They're trying to kite you out. They're not really trying to dive you immediately in that bottom lane. I don't really know how effective the Lucian Tom Kench is going to be at shutting Twitch Janna out of the game, even though they definitely need to do quite a bit of work in the bottom lane early to keep this Twitch down, or else they're going to be in a very, very bad spot going into the mid game.
I agree with you 100%. But so I guess what we're going to see is that the bot lane matchup is going to be important because Lucian can beat Twitch in the early game, which Lucian is a lane bully, we all know, because he just Lucian, right? Decided to make a person to be a lane bully, whatever. The bot lane matchup is going to be the most important matchup as I can see right now because Lucian and Tom Kench can win their bot lane matchup, then their team will have an easy time during the early game to mid game, because mid game when Lucian spike to his full potential, and if Twitch and Janna is able to stall it out with the roam from Galio, then I can see that they can win late game and they can probably win mid game and late game. But early game matchup is going to be really difficult. I want to see if this Twitch can get this Lucian off before he can start spiking up in mid game. If he can make this Lucian fall off early game to mid game, then I can see that the spot lane matchup with the Twitch and Yana will be really, really powerful at the end.
Yeah, I think that if I'm Rek'Sai in this game, I'm definitely going to be camping bottom lane because it doesn't really matter if you get top and mid behind if the bottom lane is still doing well.
Yeah.
You know, we've seen countless times that it doesn't really matter what you build, Twitch is going to kill you. You can get as tanky as you want to get, but Twitch doesn't care. He really doesn't give a shit.
He just poison you forever.
6 thorn males and he still doesn't fucking care. So
it's a Twitch, man. What do you expect? He's supposed to care. He literally he lives in a sewer. He lives in a sewer. No one cares about him, so he's about us. Well, what you want to do?
I think that they definitely have the means to kill him, but if they don't get him to a deficit early on, it's going to be damn near impossible to kill him later on. You know, Rek'Sai getting a lead will help a lot because of the change to his ultimate makes him a much better backline threat than or her. Let me correct the pronoun. Her. So as a she is now a lot better at actually, you know, getting back and, you know, assassinating targets in the backline rather than just being a CC bot late game.
Yep. And what I have now, there might be a little conflict here. Okay, I can see your point of Rek'Sai camping, but how much games have this Rek'Sai played with Rek'Sai? That's really the real issue. If you cannot, if you have not been playing with Rek'Sai for like spamming her in rank or in normals, right, for a bunch of time after her rework, there might be a little issue because I know some people after rework they just want to like play that champion right away. So I want to see how this Rek'Sai play. I want to see did this Rek'Sai literally take her time,
I believe Crown Rend does actually play quite a bit of Rek'Sai. It's one of his main champions currently when he plays jungle in the league.
Okay, good. So if he practices this Rek'Sai, then it should be really easy for him to gank bot lane.
The biggest change that you have to get used to right now is just the ultimate and the fact that it's not really global anymore.
True. Well, it kind of it's not global, but it is invincible. Why I say invincible?
It's long range. It makes you invincible when once you target someone with it, they can't stop you until you hit after you hit them.
There you go. And
similar to Malphite's ultimate.
2 days ago, I played Rek'Sai in a ranked game, and I was playing her with rework, right? And I noticed that this Lucian was really good, right? He was kiting me, whatever. If I kind of figure out that if the enemy team was throwing damage on me, but I already target Lucian with my, my Q, I have my passes on him, right? And I press R, all the targeted damage that they would put on me they cannot hit me after that. I would literally have the same HP that they put on me until I hit Lucian, and then they can kill me after that. But so what I'm thinking is if this Rek'Sai can target this Twitch down, can get this Twitch, can get her passive on Twitch, and their team comp can make sure this Twitch doesn't move. Cause the real big factor is that you want to shut down this Twitch as fast as possible. If you don't shut down this Twitch, he will carry this game. It's no doubt. So
he definitely has the front line to do it. And another thing that I wanted to hit on was the psychological aspect of how these teams did in the regular season coming into the playoffs, and that Clorox Bleach has the second best record of any team coming from the league coming into the playoffs right now.
Okay.
They are technically the favorites for this side of the bracket, with Final Esports being the only team that did better than them on the other side. But you've got to think that the pressure's kind of on them in the quarterfinals right now because they're going up against a team that didn't do really very nearly as good as they did in the regular season. But with them, everyone's like, oh yeah, they did a lot worse, so they're kind of expected to lose. And if you do lose in the playoffs after not doing particularly well during the regular season, it's not really that big of a deal. But when you do excellently in the regular season and you kind of get into this position where if you mess up in these 3 games that you could it could all not matter at all and you're just out, that's kind of stressful.
True. Wait, so is I'm still kind of new to this. So is Long John the people that didn't do well in the regular season?
Long John. This team six
sorry.
long swords.
Yeah, 6 long. You know.
Oh, we see an invade by Jarvan into Rek'Sai's jungle, and it looks like he might be able to kill Rek'Sai. Significant health advantage coming into this. Orianna rolls over.
That's beautiful. That's beautiful. Okay, Veigar. I don't know why he.
Veigar will have to flash here. Oh, and he's gonna burn his barrier, but okay, almost a late flash there, but he does end up getting away after burning both summoner spells.
Yep.
For some reason, he allowed Orianna to roam over into his jungle and help out Jarvan before he did. He definitely had the shorter pathway to get there, but he just didn't go.
Thank you. And so that's just a really big miscommunication on that part right there. You should not let that Orianna be able to beat you to your Rek'Sai jungle camp before you do. Since you had a shorter route and you have closer target. Oh, this bot lane matchup though. Look at this. Okay, that's a flash on the Twitch and also a heal. Lucian wasted a heal, but he going in with aggressive. He going on that Twitch. If Tom Kent can slow down that Twitch, nice job on a Lucian kill. Lucian going for the Jenna with a W, with a passive shot. Then he Q with another passive shot, if possible, with the flash. Oh, but Tom Kent saving him from the
power of Tom Kent.
Okay, so
ADC tunnel vision super hard, but unlike Twitch, who also did that, he didn't have Tom Kinch to save him from the tower shot.
True. And this one we're talking about the bot lane matchup. Lucian is a bully in the early game, and if Twitch can manage to stall out the early game to mid game and get his item and pursue this Lucian out of lane, he will win this matchup. But we can see right now, this Lucian doesn't care. He is going aggressive as possible on this Twitch.
Well, when you're playing Twitch against Lucian, you generally just don't want to fight. You want to fight as little as is absolutely possible. Because it doesn't really, it's not worth losing. It's not worth risking the loss of lane. You can get a little bit behind in CS. You're probably gonna have to, but that's not a big deal because you scale so much harder.
True.
But we saw them fight, and he tunnel visioned onto the Tom Kinch rather than just turning around and potentially killing the Lucian.
See, and
you see a Rek'Sai gank coming into Orianna. She doesn't have flash. All she has barrier, but Veigar doesn't have his stun anymore.
Oh, but the J4 with the knock-up on that. Oh, and the beautiful. Can Orianna get a double
absolutely max range Jarvan EQ that hit that Veigar.
Bro, and that was amazing. Look, they spam out the missing ping on the enemy.
So,
what just happened?
I like the idea of trying to gank this Orianna after you die and give her the blue buff early on, but it's still kind of risky that if you get counter ganked, you're kind of screwed. And Galio
just wasted a flash for no important reason. That was just a really bad play on that part. He could have just gone in with a simple Q and killed
it was
him,
a bit of a mechanical misplay in getting the kill, but he definitely was smart in terms of knowing that he could tower dive right there and trying to press his lead.
True, but I feel like he just only needed a Q, to be honest. He didn't need to flash E. He didn't even hit. He hit the tower basically, which kind of sucks. But like,
it's unfortunate, but.
Yeah,
I definitely still think that Galio comes out on top in that situation because he had already burned his teleport to get back to lane. Gangplank didn't, and then Gangplank ends up overstaying, taking too much damage, and gets towered over. Now he has to burn his teleport, and so Galio can kind of just go back, get a free back. He's got an item lead. Typically you wouldn't expect GP to do poorly in this matchup, but maybe Spoderwan just knows what he's doing a little bit more in this matchup.
Sorry to interrupt you, but it's Rek'Sai coming in for the gank, like you said. He's going for the Janna. Can he get the kill on Janna? Can the Lucian go for it? Rek'Sai the Q. Come on, Rek'Sai. There we go. Rek'Sai got the beautiful Q. Orianna is one level ahead of Veigar. Veigar only needs one more CS to hit level 6, I think. Nope, he needs 2 more. Is it?
Still just a bit of an overcommittal from the bottom lane coming out of Clorox Bleach, as well as not really fully paying attention to their ward.
No, I can see the ward pressure too.
When you get to this point where Rek'Sai is really far behind Jarvan currently, at least in terms of gank pressure, she's going to get desperate and she's going to start going for a lot of these crazy ganks like you just saw. And that was well executed, but you've got to expect this. And here we go again. Rek'Sai's behind Orianna. They see her. She's going to get counter ganked again.
Oh, but the Orianna go with for the Veigar kill. And J4 go for the Rek'Sai.
Yeah, Rek'Sai was spotted out before this, walking over that pink ward.
And you can see right there, they have the J4 did a really good job on like putting wards on everywhere. Wait, oh no, that wasn't J4. That was Jenna. Okay, so Jenna
Janna
for a
and
ward.
Jarvan will be roaming down to the bottom lane.
Okay. They're not
Tompkins
gonna
does
pick up-
not have flash up yet.
He does have a heal
Will
to
burn-
give him that movement speed. Are they going to tower dive this? No.
No, they absolutely shouldn't, and they
Yep.
will not.
But Lucian won't have heal, so that's it. So Twitch
It's good to
has
burn the
two
Lucian heal. It's good to put some pressure back on this bottom lane and give the Twitch some breathing room
Mhm.
because he was starting to get a little bit smothered in this lane. Although I have to say I don't really agree with Lucian's build path right now.
What are you building right
I definitely do not think you should be building BF Sword. You should
Whoa.
absolutely be going for Bork right
now? Yeah,
now.
Bork is super strong as of right now.
Yeah, I think this is the second time we've seen some like weird Lucian build, but yet again we're going to see Jarvan coming into Rek'Sai's jungle and catching him off guard.
If Jarvan,
She gets away this time, but she will probably end up having to give away this blue.
Nope. Does Lucian trying to go for the 1v1 on Twitch? Nope, not happening. Okay. To reset this, Rek'Sai right now is going to be countered. Is going to be heavily counter jungled by J4. J4, no, he had pressure. He is going for the blue and red buff and stopping this Rek'Sai before she can. And Jenna on the bot side knows that he's going to be counter jungling lost. So Jenna is also following him to make sure you have the extra shield and protection. Same as the Orianna. As soon as J4 go for Rek'Sai red, Orianna is one step ahead of Veigar and ready with him. Because they know that if they can get this J4 ahead and take this buff away from Rek'Sai, that their team is going to be really good going from the early game to mid game, which I really like that is J4 pressuring this Rek'Sai because this Rek'Sai now need to make tough decision on if you should go for the buffs or not. Because if you do, you might get, counter jungle. If you don't, and then you're going to miss out on the buff. So it's going to pressure this Rek'Sai on making a tough decision. You can see Orianna going for the blue buff, as you can see right now.
The biggest problem that I see that Team 6 Longswords is having outside of the counter jungles and getting killed in their own jungle without having wards up is from that lead that Orianna had gotten from the early kills on Rek'Sai, as well as burning Veigar's, both of his summoners actually at the very beginning of the game. She's now more than doubling, almost tripling his CS and almost has solo killed his tower in the mid lane. That is certainly something you never want to happen. You never want your mid tower to be getting solo killed. Out of all three outer towers, that should be like the absolute hardest one for a team to take, yet you're giving it up solo right now.
And Orianna just got the tower. That was the first tower go blue team.
So I think we should probably see Orianna roam down to this bot lane now. Utilize the Galio ult as well. Try to get him out of that lane and pressure this bot lane and get your Twitch ahead.
And
you're in prime position to do it.
True, and let's give this blue team some credit. Look at the warding placement. I do not see one single ward from the red team, except for in the top side. This bot side, they have warded placed from.
They have a ward in the bot side river.
Yeah, they ward a lot in the bot side river, so they have vision, so they know what's happening. Orianna going to place a ward, or going to stand behind them. Interesting.
Just like I said, Orianna's roaming down to the bot lane.
Yep. Oh, J4 coming in with the ult. Okay, that's a flash on Lucian. Lucian have no flash, but also have no heal for a couple of seconds. Orianna can go in for the ult. Nice job. Orianna going in for the ult. Orianna going pressure in. Can they get the kill on Tompkins? No, they won't. Gee, gameplay uses all this to get the assist too. That was a nice kill right there. To go for the 4. Oh, wait.
Yeah, but I like this. I like this rotation. This is exactly what you want to do if you're Clorox Bleach right now. You've already got your mid lane a substantial lead, and so now you know that all you have to do in order to pretty much lock this game up is try and get your Twitch ahead. Because if that happens with mid and bottom being behind and you knowing that you massively outscale Team 6 Longswords, and what can they do exactly to this? Orianna has obliterated the mid lane. Tower's already gone solo. She's doubling Veigar's CS. She's got 4 kills, actually 5 kills now. And then you've got Jarvan coming in with the lane gank the moment that Lucian and Tompkins actually start to overextend to set up for Orianna to come around behind them.
And the good thing about this is that Orianna, as she's roaming, bot lane Twitch is actually keeping up with farm with Lucian. Now, I'm surprised by that because I thought Lucian will be able to out farm this person, but as you can see right now, Twitch is keeping up with farm and not really that far behind, which is really good. Which telling me this Twitch has studied this matchup between him and Lucian and know what she's doing. As you can see now, Oriana had taken out mid lane, and so she's going to help J4 counter jungle this Rek'Sai. So this Rek'Sai is going to be pressure hard, as well as Oriana and J4 will be rotating between top and bot lane a lot. So Red's team on 6 long need to find a way how to get themselves out of this situation, because right now they're losing the early game matchup, about to head into mid game, so they need to step it up somehow.
Yeah, I'm not entirely sure what they can do at this point. You know, you picked a composition that's very much based around early and mid game outside of the gangplank into a composition that is just significantly better than you late game, and then you got destroyed early.
There you go. You see, and the Lucian, I'm expecting this Lucian. He's not doing bad. He's 1-1, still good, but you can see. Oh wait, no, they're not going for it. You can see they. Ooh, wait, J4 with the beautiful. Oh, Oriana doesn't have ultimate because she just used it already, but that was nice. Okay, Rek'Sai. Oh, Veigar. Oh, the Rek'Sai ultimate from the rework. That was beautiful. That's a 1-for-1. While we're going, Veigar uses ult on the on Galio. That's a 2-for-1. That was beautiful. Okay, so red team is chasing Oriana down in the jungle, as we can see right now. Oriana might go for a turret kill, hopefully. Or she's gonna outplay that. What's she doing? What's she doing? She's gonna try to outplay.
I think she's probably gonna have to end up executing herself rather than giving the kill to Gangplank, but took a little bit too long.
Okay, so 6 long trying to get back into the game. I kind of like the top lane scrim. J4 overstepped a little bit too much.
I don't like the idea of them going top lane right there. At least not staying that long. They kind of dove way too far under the tower before trying to get some poke off before then. Rather than, I just think it'd be a safer idea to go towards the bot lane and try to get this Twitch even further ahead. You know, use Galio's global pressure rather than trying to dive his lane right now. You know.
And the bad thing is that you have a Veigar that have an ultimate that can one-shot you if he gets you a certain amount of health. So
but, I will say this, to their credit, they did get the tower, and so now maybe you either go bottom lane or you try and get the Rift Herald and then go bottom lane. But certainly the only option left at this point is to rotate bottom and try to fix the bit of a deficit that Twitch is currently in right now.
Twitch is falling behind by CS a little bit, but he's still trying to keep up. What you should do right now is, so red team are not placing word in their jungle to scout out the Oriana or J4. As you can see, the Oriana and Galio are in J4 are now rotating bot lane, and they're going to try to counter jungle this Rek'Sai. As you can see, they're counter jungling, pressuring lane, Oh, they're going in for the amazing Veigar. Veigar, bye boy. Ain't no one-shotting you.
Veigar being a little bit cocky there and completely disrespecting the Jarvan and Galio CC damage combination. I don't entirely know what he was thinking, but that will definitely be the bottom lane tower. Maybe Gangplank can actually answer and get the top lane tower as well, but Galio does have his teleport up, so maybe he won't even be able to get that.
Probably. Well, Galio might stay behind, just stick with them and try to push this down to the tier 2. What is Galio going to do? Okay, Galio, they're going to push this down to the tier 2.
Okay, so he will go for the safer play and just go ahead and go back top lane. I like this because I don't think that they've shown the best coordination in taking these towers without giving up lots of deaths as they showed in the top lane. So this is kind of preventing the mistake before it has a chance to happen by just going with the safer option, making the good rotation down to the bottom lane, getting the tower, and then just teleporting Gangplank back up top to stop GP from answering it.
Which is really good because now they want to make sure they have all 2 towers still up. Excuse me, and make sure that if they're going to get the tower, they have to pressure them for a fight. They don't want to give that out for free. Now, we can see here, Gangplank is still trying to do a little stuff in the top lane. Kind of risky, because Gangplank have 1 ward, so you can scout out the J4, the Oriana, and the Janna coming up top lane. Gangplank needs to start running back, as you can see right now. Galio is going to go in.
He doesn't have flash, so Jarvan's ulti will result in him dying almost 100% right here.
And Oriana going to get the kill?
This is very likely to be a Rift Herald take, and I believe then they should probably go to Dragon because it is an Infernal, and they're trying to scale into the late game.
Mhm.
Or at least I
Now,
don't even know if they'll have to at this point because they just got such a lead. They might be able to end it pre 30 minutes at this point.
Thank you. It's 10-6. Now, there is a way for them to come back. They have to play these team fight right. Okay, they got the Oriana caught out, but they can't. But Veigar range is not that big. Riffel, who Riffel going to? Jenna. What?
It doesn't really matter who it goes to. It doesn't.
Sure.
It just you're waiting mostly just to use it, and they're probably going to drop it mid.
Yeah. And or they're going to go. Well,
They're going for the Infernal Dragon. This is
Okay.
something that you absolutely want to have.
true. Now,
For
Red.
the ridiculous amount of scaling that it could offer if you get more than one of them. What was the other one that was taken? Okay, so they got a Mountain Dragon. So this is actually a very good combination. You've got the two best late game scaling dragons.
Yep. I can see right now. They have the Mountain Dragon, which will help them really much on the top. Also Baron, so which is really good. Now they have Frontal with the extra AP scaling on their ability. Now it was really going to be really good on
Yes,
Oriana
and
and the J4.
the next dragon as well is also going to be another Infernal.
Yep. Oh.
So
They
I
need-
also think that probably the biggest deal out of all this might just be that Mountain Dragon, because even though this team composition out of Clorox Bleach scales into the late game very well, they've got very good team fighting. Their siege isn't really that good. Their wave clear is decent, but no one is really capable. It's not like a Caitlyn or a Jinx or someone of really long range that can just smash the tower down very quickly.
Yeah.
So whenever they do get an opportunity to hit the tower, they need Mountain Dragons to help them kind of blow it up immediately.
Sure. As you can see right now, GP will get the top lane, which is good. Okay, so they got one tower back. How can they get back? Okay, Twitch just got caught out. Oh, Twitch had to waste a flash.
Yeah, definitely had to flash there.
Yep. Okay, Galio.
They should
might
definitely
go
be
in for
good team fight here.
whoa,
Galio flash, Lucian flash. That's acceptable. It looks like
Sure.
Rek'Sai's overstaying and will get caught out by Jarvan here. Does
I
have the
don't see why
flash up, but
Galio-
Jarvan can just ult. Almost in
Oh.
range. Janna flashing over the wall.
Okay,
They're gonna secure this.
now this is really good. Rek'Sai wasted a lot of people flash summon or flash spells. Okay, she wasted Jenna.
Well, she burned Janna's flash, but depending on what
And
they
Jinx
do
flash.
with this, that might not be worth it, because I think that they could probably just rotate mid, drop the Rift Herald, and then take this tower, and then it's definitely not worth it.
Sure, you can see Oriana just used a QW and took almost Veigar whole entire health. Veigar has
Yeah,
to
she
hold that
is
out.
massively far ahead of this Veigar at the moment.
Galio is super tanky, and you can see right now.
They need to be damaging the Rift Herald as much as they can before it hits this. Deals a percentage of its current health to towers with the charge.
Plus with the Mountain Drake, this is deadly.
I believe that does Mountain Drake even include Rift Herald? I don't know if it does. I think it only applies to champion.
Ooh. Okay, that's a good fight. GP with the ult and Veigar with the ultimate. Rek'Sai going forward, deep in behind. What is
Oriana absolutely blew Tom Kinch up.
Well, this Oriana is just cooking this Tom Kent for breakfast and dinner. Cause like he's not a big fish.
You know, they did manage to save their mid tower, but I don't know, man. It took a lot of damage and they had to trade an extra kill for it.
Okay, so if we recall back to that, okay, Rek'Sai, I see what Rek'Sai was trying to do. He was trying to get she was trying to get a bunch of people out and try to split up the back lane, right? She was trying to go for the Oriana, so Oriana couldn't do nothing. Now, I have a problem with this. Now, before Rek'Sai used to have a multi knockup, right? She can go in, knock up people, and tank as much damage as possible. Well, Riot decided to take that away and go and knock up one person now. Well, now if Rek'Sai was still the same that she was before, that would have been an amazing play because Veigar could have walled that, and the whole entire team. As you can see, DP ultimate plus the Veigar ultimate plus the Veigar W almost took out the whole entire team health bar, which is really good. But the only problem is Rek'Sai can only knock up one person, and the only person she was able to knock up was the J4, which really wasn't bad, but she went too deep in behind, and then she noticed that she was about to die anyway, so she went for the risky play and tried to kill Oriana. But having the J4 Galio and Janna with all those shield and stuff like that, there's no way you won't get to that Oriana. Plus her shield, you just gotta pray for the best and hope that this Rek'Sai can just think about getting these squish out of the way. Jenna right now is pressuring. She's trying to ward the enemy jungle, trying
They're
to get
trying to set
vision.
up a Baron at the moment.
Yeah.
I'd like to say that I don't entirely agree with this, seeing as the only one who could maybe tank this for any decent amount of time would be Galio, and it looks like Lucian, okay, just barely doesn't get caught out there. That was a nice reaction time. If he had gotten caught with that Orianna ulti, that would have been it. And then they're definitely losing Baron after that. But
okay, so the only way I can see them winning this right now. Okay, Lucian just wasted ult for no reason.
Hey, I'll give you one way that Team 6 Longswords comes back into this game if Clark's Bleach fucks up a Baron attempt.
Bro, and that's
the ultimate game changer.
And Rek'Sai, to be honest, Rek'Sai can go for this still. I didn't see the ping from the Baron right now. They're trying to pressure out, making sure these people are not going to try to. Tom Kench trying to clear out vision so they can go for it. Orianna going to pressure these people away. They're going to bait them between like they're actually doing Baron, but they're not. As you can see,
they don't have it swept properly though. I mean, there was a ward that was just where Orianna was, but it only went away because another ward was placed, and whoever placed it went their maximum.
Oh my God! With the
Janna has had a problem continuously this game of overextending and dying for just about nothing. I'm not entirely sure if this is because of what her team wants her to do, or if she's just doing this kind of on her own, but this is becoming a big problem for Clorox Bleach right now. Jarvan flashing into the edge of the Vigar wall. Okay, so they're probably going to lose their bottom tier 1 tower for this. And they're very likely not going to get Baron.
I feel like J4 did a misplay there.
I don't like this idea of going for Baron from Clorox Bleach. You don't need this right now to end the game, and it's pretty much the only way that you throw. True. This is the only realistic way that you lose this game is by a bad Baron call. But for some reason, why is Team 6 Longswords going back?
That's what I'm trying to see. And it's already caught for Jen already used her redemption, so she doesn't have to even worry about it. Rek'Sai caught here to prevent.
Take the Baron. If they're just going to back for no reason, knowing you're still in that area, then you might as well take it. But that definitely should not have happened. Okay,
Rek'Sai going to make a trade for Baron for Dragon, so they're going to go. But Bleach is going to come
definitely not good that it just reset. This is not good. They need to leave. They very likely need to leave right now. Or Jarvan could just get caught out, I guess.
Yep, Jarvan got caught. Rek'Sai going for the knockup on the Galio, but Galio's super tanky. Orianna with the ultimate. That's a triple. Can Orianna get the quadra kill? Twisty going for the kill. He hunting. Let's go. Okay, that was almost an ace,
So I criticized Janna earlier for overextending, but in that instance, it worked out very well, and that was a very good plan from Janna.
Yep.
The Orianna ult was very good, but I think most of that was set up initially by Janna's play, going into the Baron pit, baiting them in, ulting them away, keeping them at bay, and then Galio finally flashed in and got, I think, like a 5-man taunt, making it extremely easy for Orianna to just throw the ball in there and press R, and then watch them all die.
And that was beautiful. And the one thing is, this team needs to take out this Galio, okay? Janna is going to bait them a lot. I'm going to bet you that. Janna will step out a lot in this game and bait them. But if you cannot take out this Galio is getting shield on, also have magic resist, also have a W that gives him
there's no way that they can kill him. I mean, what realistic way do you kill this Galio? I mean, the only way is if he just YOLOs in, derps, and just lets all five of his opponents just attack him continuously for like 15 seconds, uninterrupted.
And that's the issue, and that's the plan. The plan is this: to get Janna. The plan is this: Orianna is going to push. Give a shield to not Rek'Sai, to Galio or J4, right? If J4 or Galio is able, oh God, where's
Vigar? You can't 1v1 Ori. How many times do you have to try it and figure out you can't do it?
I think we just lost Vigar. I don't know what.
Yeah, and he was one of the only ways that they come back in this game, even as miraculous as it would sound in this position, is that he would have to catch out Orianna.
And Shanna ult. Okay, so Orianna doesn't have any ult, but that's still gonna let them take out the tower.
They also don't have Twitch here, and I don't think that they're respecting that.
But they probably won't be able to get the in-him. Yes, they will with a couple more hits. Reset. Twitch is going in the mid lane for that in-him. Why is he solo by himself? He should be with his
I think
team.
if Team 6 Longswords was ever going to take a fight, they needed to do it right then when the Orianna ult was down and Twitch wasn't there. As well as Janna ult being down.
Yeah, and so they just wasted a bunch of times. Okay, so now they have two inhib exposed right now. So here's the play right now. She long, six longs. That's the name, right? Six longs. I think that's
Team
it.
Six Longswords is red team. Yes.
Okay, Team Six Longsword. The only way I can see Team Six Longsword coming back is that they have to get this Rek'Sai and the back line, and they need someone to follow up. A GP Barrel or a GP Ultimate can help this Rek'Sai a lot. If they cannot get that engage correctly, and this Lucian is 1 and 2 right now. He needs to target out this Galio. I understand Galio is super tanky, but you need to burst him down as fast as possible. Right now, to be honest, I'm with Lucian. I would have gone from Bort to Black Cleaver.
Yeah, I definitely
don't
do not agree with him going Essence Reaver first item. That is not
thank you.
efficient at all.
What do you need a crit for? You can't crit this Galio down. This Galio too tanky. You should have gone for Black Cleaver. I understand Black Cleaver and Bort got a nerf on it, right? But the nerf for Bort, oh wait, this
Still the best item
again.
choices for Lucian at the moment.
Yeah. Yeah, it's still
And
the best. I don't see.
I definitely think that the only realistic way that you have any hope right now is to find some kind of crazy, weird pick on Oriana because she's just kind of hard carrying right now.
Ooh. Yeah, true.
But I don't really see how you do it through Galio, Jarvan, and Janna. I don't see how you do it.
Okay, now check this out. Okay, Oriana is going to put her ball on one of these people. No, Oriana go for the play, but Tom can't have the shield. Rek'Sai is trying to go for the back lane, but Galio is going on here. Galio go for the knockout to give her shield extra bonus damage. No one's helping the Twitch, but the Twitch were able to kill the Rek'Sai with an E only. They want to push this game 29 minutes into the game, 19-9. They might end this game right here and now. They should. They're still fighting for their life. Oh, Galio going in for the backline. Can they stop them? Yes, they can. And that's a GG. 30 minutes game, 21-9. First
All right,
game
so
goes.
I think that we saw an absolute clinic put on from the jungle, mid lane, and top lane from Clorox Bleach this game.
Yep.
Not really to take anything away from the bottom lane of Clorox Bleach, but I just think that they weren't really given much of an opportunity to shine ahead of these guys. They just took over the game, and I don't know, man. It looked like they outclassed everyone that they were playing against out of those three roles in this game.
And what I have to give credit is to that J4. The J4 Bleach is really good. J4 pressured this Rek'Sai a lot. And I love that because not a lot of people can pressure jungle anymore. Okay, people will go and try to invade jungle or whatever, right? But sometimes they will fail or it will just counter back at them and just a mess. But you can see this Oriana and J4 have a good connection. It's just like Faker and Peanut from SKT. That's how I see That's how I see these two players. Because Peanut will always go, if you think about it, Peanut will always go for a counter jungle no matter what. He will always counter jungle, and Faker is always right behind him to help him out. And you can see this J4 go for counter jungle to the Rek'Sai top range because he knows that Rek'Sai will be at his red. At her red.
All right,
And
guys, you heard it here first. Clorox Bleach, they have Smurfs on their team, otherwise known as Peanut and Faker.
Yes, they
All
do.
right, so the tournament's over. I guess everyone can go home. Faker and Peanut are on one of the teams. Yeah, I don't really see how you beat that, apparently. I definitely think that it's kind of a rare quality to see in this, especially in this tournament, is someone who is effectively counter jungling. It's like it's a bit more of an advanced concept for junglers to begin with.
Yeah.
And yet doing it in a stage where the other jungler is able to communicate very effectively with their team, and then they still, Vicar still didn't rotate anywhere near on time.
Thank you.
I mean, even in that situation, Jarvan was going to kill Rek'Sai in that 1v1 because Rek'Sai, for whatever reason, tried to fight him. And Rek'Sai didn't immediately run away. He kept fighting, or she kept fighting.
And Rek'Sai needs to understand she is weak from 1 to 6. From 1 to 6. Yeah, I said game lobby 4.
Okay. When we get into lobby, I'm going to take like a very, very brief break.
Okay. I just wanna say that Team Longsword 6, they need to step it up a bunch. I see that they can do I feel like they have a bunch of good potential to this, but they need to step up their plays. The bot lane should not be failing like that against that Twitch and Yana. I understand that they got camp a little bot lane, but that it's all because of warding. You're supposed to look at the map constantly. Focus on trying to take out the Twitch if possible. If you can't, oh well, just back off, reset the lane. Don't push in too deep. That's the problem. They push in a little bit too deep, which made the Orianna and J4 easy for them to roam bot lane and take out. Rek'Sai, on the other hand, was just trying her best to get to the back lane, and I appreciate her for doing that. And trying to take out Orianna before she can do any damage. But Orianna just got spoon fed from the mid game and started carrying on, and stuff happened like that. So hopefully, Team Longsword 6 can do good next match. Clark Bleach took over game 1, and they did a they did a really good job on controlling mid lane, taking over the jungle, and counter jungling and rotating, because rotating is really important nowadays if you really want to win game. And the end game really fast. They didn't wait for the enemy team to spike up or have a chance to come back. So hopefully this next game that's coming in, they can do better, and they can team Longsword 6 can pressure more and can beat this bot lane matchup, because I feel like the bot lane matchup is really gonna change the game. And Orianna, hopefully they ban Orianna, because that pick and J4 pick was so strong. There you go. They're the Orianna ban. They banning Orianna. They're respecting that this Orianna is too strong for them at the moment. I agree. I would ban that. The Yasuo ban, I really don't like that one much. I don't see a lot of people play Yasuo. He is a strong champion, but with the nerf on him now.
Oh yeah, I guess they didn't invite you. So okay, I gotta.
It's not like
No, man, everybody's supporting. What you trying to say? Oh, okay. The ban of Lulu. I don't Lulu ban. Honestly, Lulu really is still strong up to now. With the nerf on Lulu, it's not really that big. There's nerf for chill a bit.
Yeah.
And,
I don't. Do you know if they're gonna like finish the draft, or if we're just gonna cancel it out right now? Because they have to get you in here.
Yeah.
I told one of the players. Okay, yeah, it's done now. They canceled it.
Okay, cool. Is this the third caster too? Is this the third caster? Is it going to be 2 of us, or there be 3 of us?
He's a streamer.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, dude.
Okay.
I guess we gotta stay, or I guess the common agreement could be to make like everything just directed camera.
True.
It's just all 3 of us follow, nothing but directed camera. Alright. I'm used to streamers just going AFK the moment the game starts. Just leaving it undirected. Okay, so you are now in here. Where is the other player? There he is.
Okay, let's
Now they gotta fix their LCS order.
So like I was saying, the bot lane matchup was an important factor.
I'd say it was really the jungle and mid lane for most of that. They can't let that happen again. I mean, you can't counter jungle that hard, and you definitely cannot allow the other mid laner to solo take your first tier tower in mid. You just can't let that happen. That is supposed to be the hardest of the outer 3 towers to take, but she just took it solo in like 8 minutes into the game.
But then again, Veigar didn't get camp, but Orianna did get. I would say Orianna is a good player all by herself, but she did get spoon fed by her jungler. But But when I mean spoon fed, I mean that she made good rotation. She saw where her jungler were going, and they communicate well. They, if the jungler were going to invade, Oriana already heard it from her jungler. Say, hey, we're going to invade this person. We're going to get a kill, and then we're going to back the hell out, right?
Okay, so
And that's what it
I,
did.
I still agree with this Oriana ban. I think that if you're on Clorox Bleach, you keep the exact same bans. You know, you just
Mhm.
won pretty convincingly. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Just don't risk letting any of that stuff open if you really think that it's ban worthy. I believe that Karsko does play quite a bit of Braum, and he was the person that they were targeting the most. They dropped
Okay.
Clorox Bleach dropped like 4 bans on support, which is
Really?
something that you very rarely ever see.
Here come the Yasuo support band with the brown band with the Lulu. If
Uh,
they're gonna target, they're targeting banning this Carso because she's really good with support. I'm
I
guessing.
think that you have to ban either Kha'Zix or Jarvan, and then you got to ban Galio if you're on the side of Team Six Longswords.
I feel like yeah.
Clorox Bleach have been too effective with Galio. Yeah, you got to get rid of that. Don't let them pick that
Are they
again.
gonna, okay, so
Uh,
they're picking the Galio. Who are they gonna pick against the Galio though? Or
I'm not
it
too
seems
sure.
like
Okay, so Renekton does make sense. It's a bit of a
yeah.
decent matchup in the Galio.
All right. If I was
Sharnos. I think you pick your jungler right here if you're Clorox Bleach. He'll either pick Kha'Zix or Jarvan. I'm almost certain.
they should not go for the Rek'Sai again. They should not. I love the Rek'Sai pick, but they should not go for this.
If they're gonna do it again, they really need to handle the pathing early better. Oh, and is he actually gonna go with the Lee
Ooh, the
Sin?
Lee
That's a bit
Sin.
of an
Okay.
off pick for Sharnos. I'm used to him playing like Jarvan and Kha'Zix, and I think I saw him play Yi one time.
So Lee Sin. Here the thing about if he play Um, yees.
They
Oh,
won.
okay. I love this
Okay,
matchup. So
there's the
let me
Kha'Zix.
break this down. Let me break this down. Okay, we got the Lee Sin and the Kazakhs here. These are the two most important junglers that you can ever have on your team. The both can help your team in matter of factors. Plus, Kazakhs can counter jungle hard on Lee Sin, pre 1 to 3, right? I feel like Kazakhs is better than Lee Sin from 1 to 3 because Kazakhs have the passive, and also he have his Q cooldown, which is literally 2 seconds. Lee Sin Q is basically an execute no matter what. And so if Kazakhs want to counter jungle Lee Sin, he can do that, but he had to have the Galio or the Vladimir on his side. Now Lee Sin can counter jungle
Okay, so
Kazakhs.
there's the filler pick, the filler trender,
Wait,
the filler Trendemir pick. That's a filler pick. So they're going to be restarting champ select after everyone else picks, and then we're going to
okay.
find out what that pick actually means. But I definitely agree with. I do think Kha'Zix at the current moment is a little bit stronger, at least in terms of this particular bracket of Elo in the game.
Yep.
Right, he's a little bit stronger, but if you don't get a lead with either one of these champions, I think Lee Sin is the more useful of the two. So
True.
if you get behind on Kha'Zix, you don't really offer anything because all Kha'Zix really does is he offers damage. He's a good assassin.
Yep.
That's pretty much it. Lee Sin can be kind of an assassin. He can also be a tank, and he has quite a bit of utility with his kick.
Now,
So
the only thing is, this guy playing Lee Sin, is he really good with his mechanics? That's the most important part. Every Lee Sin player that I have seen in bronze, silver, or gold, if they're not good with the mechanics on Lee Sin, they will not help the team whatsoever. Lee Sin is a champion that you have to be really good in mechanics because mechanics is the strong factor. We can see again.
yeah, so Clorox Bleach stuck with the same 5 bans, and then now we see the adaptation of banning the Twitch from the side of Team 6 Longswords. And I wonder what their last ban will be. It will be the Nami.
Okay, so I don't understand this. Okay, so Carso, right? I respect this Clorox Bleach. They did their research. They did their paperwork on this person. Okay, they know this guy is good with almost every single support, and they are taking away every support that you will have possible. Now, if I was on 6 Longsword, if I know they're going to target ban my support, I will pick my support first before going for the rest. Because now you have all your supports out of the way, your support have to go back to the Jenna or probably a different support that can help out, and that just doesn't really help in her favor. Okay.
Yeah, and I would say that taking away this Galio with the first pick is definitely really smart. And then they saw that Clorox Bleach had taken their jungle and their top laner, And so now you
True.
don't. I think that instead of picking Kha'Zix in that situation, or even picking, I would say actually Vladimir. Don't pick Vladimir right there. Don't blind pick your mid laner. Pick your support.
Nope.
I mean, you know that they're going to ban you out. Pick something that you're more comfortable with, and it might be a
There
little
you
bit
go.
better than Tom Kench. And also, oh my goodness, I do not. Okay, so this is kind of a pet peeve of mine, and so I'm going to go on a little bit of a rant that everyone could call me stupid for because I'm probably wrong. But I hate Ezreal. I hate Ezreal. I hate everything about that champion right now. I think it's garbage.
What?
I think that Ezreal in the current meta right now is absolutely terrible.
Whoa,
This is
whoa,
coming
whoa,
from a
whoa.
support that has to play with this champion every other game. I'm tired of him.
Okay, hey, how about this? I'll Ezreal ADC.
Nah,
Sure,
dude,
you
I
got-
don't
seriously.
trust Ezreal's at all. At
Bro,
all.
come on,
I'm done
you
with all that.
Ezreal.
I'm done with Ezreal. I'm done with him. What does he do? He doesn't do damage right now. He doesn't have good wave clear. He doesn't
What,
kill towers
Ezreal?
quickly. He doesn't take objectives quickly. He doesn't scale particularly well. He doesn't have a good laning phase.
Ezreal is okay-ish, man. He's not the best in the world.
I mean, sure, you can play him effectively and do work. I just think there are just about probably a double-digit number of better AD carries right now than Ezreal.
True. Ezreal. All right, I need to see this team comp again. All right, so let me guess. The Trendemir pick was a.
It's a AD carry filler. I don't really know who it was, but I guess we'll find that out pretty shortly.
Real quick. Let me switch to my data because right now I think my internet is like lagging you out right in and out right now. So hold on real quick. All right, speak real quick.
Hello, I am speaking at your command.
Okay, sorry. Okay, that sounds so much better. All right. All right, so
Okay, so we're getting back into it. This should go quite a bit faster.
Yep.
It's the same. They don't even really. I don't even think they have to do the same bans. They just have to pick the same champions.
Same champions, forget the ban as well. No, they're banning anyway. Okay, so I'm going to be looking at this jungle. This jungle matchup right here. This jungle matchup is the one I really want to see. The jungle and support. Carso, they've been almost all his support out of the way, which kind of sucks for him. But oh well, you just gotta tough it up, boy. Seeing the jungle matchup, I want to see this really bad because the Lee Sin versus Kha'Zix can be a really, really good matchup to go against. And
I would like
really
to find out what Clorox Bleach's AD carry was this game, because we saw them going. We saw that Team 6 Longswords had gone for Ezreal and Tom Kench, which doesn't really have very much lane presence. It really doesn't. And the only real high point from Team 6 Longswords last game was that their bottom lane had an early lead. Not very much of one, but they did have one. And now if that gets taken away from them, then I don't really know what else they'll do. So the other lanes are going to have to step it up, because the bottom lane is not in a very good position to get a lead now.
I kind of like this kind of arena into this Vladimir. Ooh, okay. I kind of like this kind of arena into this Vladimir because this kind of arena, pre-6, it will destroy this Vladimir. The only thing I can see this Vladimir is be able to live if this Vladimir can pull when kind of arena ults.
Well, I'd actually say that I would give the benefit to Vladimir in this matchup. I think that in lane, this matchup goes in favor of Vladimir pretty much the whole way through, but obviously Katarina isn't a champion that likes to sit in lane all game. If you can't counter her roams, then she's just going to walk all over your team.
True. Okay, I see that they're not picking up the Lucian.
Yeah, they went for Lucian. The Trendemir meant Lucian, apparently.
Okay, so Trendemir with Lucian.
Are they? Nope. Okay, yeah, they're not allowed to do that. They have to pick Ezreal again.
I'm about to be like, excuse me real quick.
Was the Ezreal a filler pick? Might as well have been. I would have liked MF in their position a lot more than Ezreal.
But the Lucian against Ezreal, okay, that's always Lucian against Ezreal. Ezreal will always win that matchup for multiple reasons. Okay, Lucian will win the matchup if this Lucian can poke him out, can do damage to him, can just kite him out. But Ezreal poke range is just too much. Ezreal poke range is better than Lucian. So if Lucian and Ezreal jump into team fight, right? I'm expecting this Ezreal to like carry his team out of this.
I would disagree. I think Lucian, especially Lucian Thresh, is like absolutely one of the most dominant all-in bottom lanes in the game. You know, I think that the bottom lane from Team 6 Longsword, I'm getting tongue twisted saying their name every time, but they have a bottom lane that is very good at playing defensively, but that's about all they're going to be able to do. There is no way Ezreal Tahm Kench can 2v2 Lucian Thresh. Unless this Ezreal can like hit every single Q that he throws out, this Lucian is going to dash into him and blow him up. And you know, Tahm Kench, I would say that if you're Thresh, you don't really want to be hooking the Ezreal very much because Tahm Kench can just eat him. It's the reason why Tahm is good in Thresh, so you just hook the Tahm because, I mean, they can't beat you in the 2v2 anyways. It doesn't matter. Ezreal doesn't do anywhere near as much damage as Lucian does in lane.
But Ezreal also is a counter to Thresh too, because Thresh hook him and Ezreal eat. Okay, so I think it's like this: is Thresh hook him and the animation of the hook hit Ezreal, but Ezreal hit E timely, he can eat out of Thresh hook.
No, it doesn't work like that. It only works with Blitzcrank like that. If you get hit with Thresh's hook as Ezreal, it doesn't matter if you E. You're stuck in it.
Oh, really?
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh no, well, this bot lane might be facing.
But I mean, that's where the Tahm Kench comes into play because he can eat someone out of a hook, and even though Thresh can still like jump to the person that was hooked, you can't fillet them because they're in Tahm Kench's stomach.
Okay, but let's be honest here. They have a bruiser, a tank, a kind of a tank, in a bot lane, right? Now you have a Galio that is a tank and a bruiser. You have a Tahm Kench that literally a tank and kind of be like a bruiser. If you build Rod Agent on this Vladimir, you literally you're not going to become a tank, but you
Rod of Ages on Vladimir?
Yeah, I see.
Why would you get Rod of Ages on Vladimir? You don't need mana. That's super cost ineffective.
What?
You don't go Rod on Vlad, dude.
I see. No, there's
like he would go maybe like a gun, like what is it, the Proto Belt?
Is that Gunblade or something?
Or like a Spear of Visage, but no, dude, you don't go Rod of Ages on Vladimir.
Wait, man.
Why would you go that? You're wasting so much gold on the mana.
I say you don't need mana or whatever, but like I see
that's
some people.
That's super gold ineffective though. It's just not anywhere near worth it.
Well, I mean,
there's so many better health items that he can build.
True. I agree with you on that one, but you know, playing League of Legends for 3 years, you see some crazy shit nowadays. But like, oh, sorry, I didn't even get cussed. I'm not sure you can cuss in this, but you see some crazy stuff.
I have been a lot actually.
Oh, hey, have it?
I can't even remember how many F-bombs I've dropped. I've done it a lot and they haven't kicked me off yet, so I guess it's okay.
Okay, I guess it's okay. Well, I guess we don't have like a lot of people watch. Oh, I think we do have a lot of people.
Don't get too crazy with it.
Yeah, I won't. Anyway, focusing back on the game, you know, I'm expecting Carbon Bleach to try to win game 2. Now, I have high hope that Longsword can pull back from the struggle and do the communication well. I want this Kha'Zix to be aware of this Lee Sin counter jungle, you know. I do not want to see this Kha'Zix go into the jungle, not having a ward in front of him to see if Lee Sin comes for the counter jungle. And this Vladimir, if he does get a counter jungle, this Vladimir have ghosts. I need you to hurry up and help this guy, because you cannot let your jungler die.
I think that one interesting thing that's different from these two games is that in the second one, if this game goes late, like, you know, everyone having full builds, this one's a lot more evenly matched. I don't really even know which team I would say outscales the other one. I think that there are certain lanes that certain champions will outscale, but then it's offset on each side, so it's weird. I don't know. I think that they're really evenly matched going into the late game. I think a lot of this will come down to if they can contain the Katarina. If they can keep Katarina from getting off effective roams and snowballing, they will be in a very good position to win because Vladimir is very, very good against her in lane. But if they can't, then we're going to see like the typical solo queue thing is, where just Katarina runs all over your team and you can't do anything about it because she's just 20 kills, no deaths. Got a Zanya's full build and everything is just over. So
I agree. To be honest, I want someone to like anybody can like look up this Katarina win rate, cause like this cat.
I don't know. He has rank 4 on it, but
yeah, rank 4. All right. To be honest, if this Katarina is a good Katarina, because um, hmm,
From looking up the players and stuff, I didn't really see King Crew 11 playing a whole lot of Katarina. Maybe he's played some of it, but I don't know.
he probably played a lot of it. He probably played some of it.
I definitely think he probably should have picked Ari. I know that he plays it, or Syndra. I know that he plays Syndra.
Well,
I think
Ari
that probably would have been better.
Ari got nerfed though by her.
She's still very good. She's still
Yeah,
definitely very good.
Yeah, she is, but like the little necessary because like now I play Ari. I used to play Ari mid lane, and now she's to me ever since they give her that nerf. When I try to one shot people, it doesn't happen anymore.
You actually have to hit the charm now. It's weird
yeah, you have to.
that they make you hit one of your actual most important skill shot. Actually, now you can't just press W and hold someone and they die.
And I'll kind of miss that now.
It was just so balanced. I mean, why would you ever need to hit E on Ari? I don't know. It's weird that they would expect you to hit that skill shot in order to kill someone.
E was a useless skill shot. Or it charmed someone close to you. You don't want to.
I mean, it was always a really, really good skill shot. It's just that you didn't have to hit it to kill someone at level 6. You could just press W, ult them, hit a Q, and ignite them, and then they die.
Hey, and that's how League of Legends is supposed to play, man.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, I mean, I guess so at this point because Graves was allowed to be untouched for like 7 months. I guess that's how it's supposed to be played, right?
Yeah. Oh wait. If we want to talk about Graves, you was already broken before they even buff him. So they was like, you know what? How do we make this champion?
He was overpowered from the moment he got reworked until like a week ago.
Yep.
that was about how long that went on.
Oh, okay. So they're not going to go for the jungle invade for both sides.
I mean, we're seeing like the standard setup yet again, but I definitely think that we will see Sharnos invade Crown Ren.
Yep.
It worked very, very well for them yet again, or last game, and I think that it'll give Katarina a good opportunity to get early roams off, at least into the enemy jungle. This is certainly a champion you do not want to give an early kill to.
You belong in the museum. Hey,
I would expect Rockman definitely needs to press this advantage early on against Katarina.
Yeah.
She's not going to stay this weak for very long. Katarina's very, very bad level 1. But after that, it's it's going to get rougher and rougher for you. Even though I'd still give Vladimir the edge in this matchup, pretty much the whole game 1v1.
So from 1 to 3, I feel like this Vladimir needs to pressure. Katarina is a ranged champion. Oh, sorry, it's a melee champion, and with the Vladimir that have range abilities and can also lifesteal off of you, that should be easy.
Spoder Juan is getting beaten very badly in these early trades right now by Foley's Galio.
Yes, he is, and I feel sorry for him. Okay. Galio versus I haven't seen Galio versus ever. So like this will be interesting. I don't know even. Ooh, okay, you missed that CS, but you still got a level 2.
I would definitely give this lane matchup to Galio.
Oh, that was nice. Okay.
He also took a tower shot though. So if he hadn't taken that tower shot, then that would have been a very good trade. But now it's just kind of evened out. True.
Oh well. Okay. So I guess Galio going to this way push up. Lee Sin is on top red.
Israel missing some CS there, buddy.
See, this is what I'm talking. This is what I'm talking about. Look at Lee Sin. He's gonna go for the counter jungle soon.
Yep. Yet again. Evading the second buff.
Mhm. Lee Sin
he's not. He's not invading. He's actually taking the scuttle crab.
Oh, okay. He's gonna go for a gank.
No, should need a tower shot.
Okay, Lee Sin go for a Q. E. Okay. Kazi, Lee Sin here, so he might try to go and help out. Nope. Okay, this coming back off. That was a really good skirmish. Bot lane on the other hand. Oh
my goodness. Okay, so very fortunate for Spoder One that he managed to kill Foley first, but he does end up dying because it took him just a little bit too long.
Yeah.
He burned his flash and Foley did not, so I would expect Kha'Zix to gank that lane pretty quickly.
Yep, because Renekton doesn't have flash now, and plus Renekton
It also appears as though the lane is frozen in a very, very advantageous spot for Galio right now. He may not even have to burn teleport, and that will deny Renekton quite a bit of CS because the lane's already pushing towards Galio. Yes, it will. Okay, yeah, this is actually really good position for Galio right now.
Yeah, okay, the Kazi coming in for the gank, or I don't know what he's doing. Alright, so Kazi is gonna hide in that bush. He's gonna go toward bot lane. Now, the smart play right here is that bot lane doesn't have a ward in the riverside, which if this Kazi come downwards and they bait out the bot lane to push forward, this Kazi can go for a beautiful.
Yeah, you definitely don't like to see a lane with three wards in total sitting in their pockets without one actually being put down. But Kha'Zix doesn't appear to be ganking them right now. No, he's turned around. Here he comes. And
Mouse issue, all good. KK.
So I think that we're going to be seeing Kha'Zix gank the bottom lane very shortly.
Yep. Okay, so let's analyze this. Okay, while we can see that this Lee Sin is ready in the bot lane jungle side, right? As Kha'Zix come in for a gank, Lee Sin need to hit that what do you call it again? That blast plant over, and he can help his team out. But Lucian summoner spell flash and heal might be wasted if this game goes according to plan, right? Now it can also backfire if Thresh is able to push Kha'Zix away. So that Kha'Zix could fly in, if Thresh is able to eat him away from Lucian, and Lucian able to get some damage off him, then I can see this can push back to a 2v3, and I can see Lucian and Thresh winning this matchup. So it depends on how this Kazi is going to game. Okay, as you can see, they're ready at the moment. I guess he got battery change, and we're back in it. Is Kazi going to go for the gank? No, he's not. Okay, Thresh just ward the Riverside, so no gank there.
Well, the problem is that there's also a very large wave sitting in front of Six Longsword's bottom lane right now, and they don't really have the best engage to begin with.
True. I like that 1v1 trade. I like that small scrimmage. Katarina goes in. It took a lot of damage, but it's all worth it.
It's definitely good for her that she actually has a CS lead right now. This is definitely not what you would want as Vladimir. You definitely need a lead. You should be pressuring the Katarina at the moment, but it's not managing it.
See, Six Longsword needs to work on that. They need to work on pressuring. Yeah, I feel like they have a.
Well, that's not even a team thing. That's just Rockman not really playing the lane as effectively as he should be. You know, Vladimir definitely has a good matchup in this, but he's just really not taking advantage of it at the moment.
See, so he needs to work on pressuring in lane then. So
well, I mean, he is also the sub, and I'm not entirely sure if he even is a mid laner to begin with.
Okay, so who's the original man? Oh, wait, is that a solo kill top lane?
Yeah, Spoderwan, Renekton just is not very good into Galio. Nope. This matchup will never really be in favor for him, pretty much ever. And it's only going to get worse because Galio is a tremendous late game champion, and Renekton's pretty awful late game.
You saw last game, you saw how long this Galio tanked up all those damage, and that can happen this game again. Oh, I feel sorry for this team. Lee Sin might come for a gank. He's waiting for Vladimir to push up. Vladimir doesn't have a ward. Okay, so Katarina is just going to pressure him to come backward. He put a ward, he spot out Lee Sin, he W's to get the pull passive, and he took a bunch.
Yeah, I don't really agree with either jungler trying to gank mid lane. Like, on the side of Team 6 Longswords, you're ganking for Vladimir in the shortest lane in the game. He has no CC. Even his burst is delayed because of his ult. So typically just leave him to 1v1. And if you're ganking for Katarina as Lee Sin, you're ganking into the Vladimir with a mid laner that also does not have CC. So typically it'd just be better to let the jungle and mid lane for Clorox Bleach to group up and, like, you know, two-man gank a lane.
Yeah. And I agree with you on that. I feel like Lee Sin, if you should have, he should let the Vladimir push it up and also have level 6 so he can go for the kick after he pulls. And then, or he can get a flash on Vladimir. One of those two can be really good. So hopefully, there's top lane. Oh, okay. Thank God Renekton didn't have an extra E, because that would have been a bad situation on that part.
So this is just a struggle, man. Kazakh's and Lee Sin are kind of struggling to get off effective ganks. I mean, at least Lee Sin got an assist, but his top laner did end up dying for it.
Yep.
Kazakh really hasn't been able to do much of anything, and he's also falling behind in farm.
See, and I'm expecting these junglers to give me a performance. Okay. Okay. That was a good enough trade. That was a beautiful trade. Is Renekton is trading out this Galio. Okay, I see Kazakh's is roaming on the top lane, but look at this bot lane. Okay. No, he pinging Kazakh's back now. Should not go for the Renekton. Okay. I can see why. First of all, Renekton is two push up under his tower, so ganking him would just be a bad choice. And Lee Sin is going for Dragon, Solo Drag, and Mountain Drake.
Yep,
Did they do this last game?
It's easy for him to do it. He can do it.
Okay. Okay, with the W passive giving him help back
Yeah,
again.
I really like that. That's a very smart decision by Lee Sin.
Yeah, and plus the blue team or longsword. You know what? I'm just gonna call them L6. L6 sound better. Okay,
6L. 6LS.
6LS. Okay, 6LS. They don't have any vision on Dragon, so they're easy to take that away. Vladimir is heading bot lane now. I guess Vladimir gonna try to come for a gank, but if they see, but the war spot him out, so they're gonna start moving backward. No, they stay in. Why are they staying? They should be moving now. Okay, Lucian E. Okay, Vladimir coming with a ghost. He's gonna try to go. Lucian uses ultimate. Lucian have no more mana. Lucian with the W say, okay.
Yeah, I think that they kind of tunnel visioned a little bit, and it took them a bit too long to see Vladimir on their ward. But Galio might end up getting 1v1. Oh, he gets stopped by Renekton.
Oh, to live? Yes, he will. That's a
yeah. So this matchup, as I said, isn't good for Renekton, but I guess it can be good if, for whatever reason, Galio just decides to all in him rather than just taking his time and whittling him down and constantly shoving the lane in from range. But
Sure.
yeah, I mean, I guess if you want to play to your champion's weakness, you can go ahead and do that too and lose the lane. You should win.
I like that this Renekton is playing.
Yeah, I mean, good job on Renekton for capitalizing on the mistake, but you definitely should not be seeing that coming out of Galio.
Sure, but if Renekton is following, the Renekton look like he's actually ahead of CS by 10. Also, he decided to do the safe way and get some magic resist, so this Galio won't do a lot of damage to him. So, and he 2-1 now, so this Renekton might have a chance. Okay, Katarina might go on to Vladimir. Lee Sin is close by, but I'm betting Lee Sin going to go to
I doubt
red.
it. I mean, it's Katarina can't really trade with Vladimir because she can't blow him up, and taking extended trades against Vladimir never really works out very well for you because of his sustain. He's also building, Spectre's Cowl and a Kindle Gem.
Okay.
I definitely think that if you're on the side of Team 6 Longswords, you need to do something about this bottom lane right now. They are just constantly getting shoved into tower without ever being punished. A CS lead is still present for Lucian, and that's just not
okay. This Kazi going for the 1v1 against the. Wait, what just happened? Oh, okay. Kazi went for the 1v1 against the Katarina. That Lee Sin flash over the wall. The Q might get the kill, but it won't. Katarina with the swift and the sneaky play. Drake go for the hook on the Tom Kench. Go with the wall. Slow him down. Lucian with the ultimate. Tom Kench is going to put the shield on. Ezreal already wasted the ultimate. Ezreal need to poke out the stress. The stress hook him. Lucian going to get that kill, hopefully. With the Ignite Bernie on the
Ignite will kill Ezreal.
Okay, can Lucian kill? No, Lucian right down.
This is overall a really good play by Kecker, actually. Yep. Knowing that there's no real reason to hook the Ezreal first in the Tom Kench lane, so they just catch Tom Kench out, force him out pretty much, force everything out on him, and then for whatever reason, Ezreal just kind of stands there and gets hooked. He doesn't even try to E out of it or anything. He just gets hooked.
And that was
he doesn't flash out of it either.
Yeah, what are you talking about? The tunnel vision. The tunnel vision on there too much. Okay, Lucian. I wish.
Yeah, they're just too healthy. And there's no one but Tom and Kha'Zix, so they're not really able to do anything there.
True, so no Ezra either.
Lucian should be pushing this lane out right now, yeah. He shouldn't be backing.
River Neckton going for an even trade. Didn't really do a lot of damage I was expecting. Okay, they're still fighting. Okay, that's okay. Tank matchups, I guess. Bruiser matchup actually. Lee Sin heading down bot lane. Right next to him clearing out of the ward. Okay, what about this mid lane matchup? I want to see this mid lane real quick. Okay, Katarina going to this Vladimir. Oh, with the 1v1, Katarina pull, but Vladimir have a he can probably kill this cause he's gonna go for the jump. He gonna go for the jump, kill him. That's an assassinate. Beautiful
Yeah,
job.
you can't blow Vladimir up as Katarina. You just can't do it. I mean, you absolutely should not be trying to all in him.
Nope,
You should
no.
just be pushing the lane in or clearing it out as much as you can and then going for roams. It's not going to work.
I feel like Katarina thought this Vladimir didn't have a pull, so she was expecting him to die to her ult, but she wasn't expecting the pull to happen. Which that's the only reason I can see. Other reasons didn't make no sense.
Well, it's like even then she didn't have either one of her summoners up, and Vladimir had both.
Yeah.
And I mean, it's just a little bit arrogant play right there. I mean, you do have a kill, and she was a little bit up in CS at that moment, but you still got to remember that Vladimir is going to beat you in a 1v1. Your Katarina, he's Vladimir, he's going to beat you.
And that's just telling me that Katarina had no respect for this Vladimir right now. She had no respect.
Yeah, she should definitely just be roaming. Clear the lane out when he pushes you, and then just roam.
There you go, roam down. Okay, 3 people bought. Lucian wasted ult. I don't know why. I personally look. Oh, okay. Yep. See, there's the E. And okay, so Lee Sin. I was expecting him to be popping off by now. He had 2 assists, which is really good. But I was expecting him to counter jungle this Kha'Zix because he had a really good counter jungle last game. Oh, this guy.
Yeah, but to it in Crown Run's favor. Oh God, I can't speak. In Crown Run's favor, he did actually step it up a little bit, but we see Lee Sin actually getting the kickoff on the Israel.
The ward of the insect that was beautiful with the Katarina running bot lane. Fina and Faker are going. Renekton tried to go for the 2v1, but he dies to Galio with the Kha'Zix help. Ooh, that was a what was that? Like a 2 for that was
a 2 for 1, but Cloak's Bleach did kill bottom tower. That is the first tower of the game, so they get extra gold from it as well.
Okay, good job for Cloak's Bleach. They're snowballing right now. They're going for Windrake. Okay, let's be honest here. Windrake is the most stupidest trick I've ever seen in this game. I wonder who.
It's better than not having it, but it's definitely not the best. It's probably the worst. And I mean, it still helps if they get Elder Dragon later in the game. It adds like 45 damage to it. So
yeah, I just really, if I see a Windrake, I'm not taking that. My team can flame me. I'm gonna be like,
they're gonna have two Windrakes in a row.
I feel bad. Katarina gonna try 1v1 this Vladimir. Not respecting it.
That was a really early pull from Vlad though, but at least he was. To his credit, Katarina doesn't have ult up yet, so we'll just assume that he knew that.
Yeah. Okay, this Galio, this Renekton needs to back off. I don't know. This Renekton is pushing too far in. It caused it right there to gank. He would have been dead. If Renekton didn't even do no damage whatsoever. Galio literally just tanked that up like a boss and just gave him back and told him to go back to lane.
Yeah, this matchup's not going to get any better for Renekton at the moment. He did manage to get that nice solo kill, but it really just doesn't even matter. It's Galio.
Yeah.
It's Galio, you're Renekton. He's a super good tank who also happens to do quite a bit of damage. And you're a tank who late game doesn't really do any damage.
Ooh. Wait, Katarina, wait, did you use there you go, that one! Katarina might go for a 2v1 outplay. She won't, she will go back. That was beautiful. Katarina predicted that Vladimir would pull and wait for her ult. So
yeah, Vladimir hesitated a lot. He waited really late to use his ult. He never used his flash. He never used his ghost. He was early on his pull. Like, just about everything that you could have done wrong right there, Vladimir did wrong.
Yep, he did. Oh, wait, Katarina, though. Okay, Lee Sin! Oh!
Excellent play by Lee Sin right there.
Lee Sin with the kick off of Katarina and putting the Kha'Zix in a...
Now, I don't even think Kha'Zix could have killed Katarina to begin with there, so that definitely was a mistake from Crown Ren, but that was played about as effectively as it could have been by Sharnos. That was very nice.
Good job.
He has been showing you the Lee Sin mechanics that you asked for a bit this game.
And that one we're all expecting. If you don't have the Lee Sin mechanics, and he is having Lee Sin mechanic and helping his team a lot. And here, this Katarina, like I said, it's the Peanut and Faker show right now. Because
I
this
definitely think that
Katarina,
they're going to have to use this Rift Herald top lane. Otherwise, I don't
Yeah.
see how they're getting that top tower against Galio with Renekton.
true,
If you don't use it now, it's not going to happen.
Lee Sin going to grab it, so Lee Sin might put a top lane. What's happening now is that they noticed that, oh, okay, Vladimir just got caught. Lee Sin might go for the E. He go for the Q. Are they going to go in for that? No, they decide to back off away from that. Galio might go in for the E. He go for his passive Q onto that. Renekton go for E. Taunt E. Stun.
I was just getting caught out on the side.
Sorry, because they have the extra
Lord.
buff, but Katarina already killed him already. Katarina running for her life. Vladimir in the back line. Galio go in, but the Thresh get the hook, and the Renekton go in back for the 1v3 with the Thresh. Lee Sin go for the assassination on the Galio. Vladimir going to pull, but Vladimir is dead too with a calm kiss kill Renekton, but I'll take that trade. Oh boy, this is too much. Okay, Lucian trying to chase for the Ezreal. Lucian flash, Ezreal eat away. Thresh going for the hook. He get the hook onto Tom Kenji. Katarina go for the Lee Sin with the W. Can Lee Sin land the Q? No, he can't. They would just take that and run with it.
Yeah, so you've got to very heavily question Kha'Zix's positioning. Oh, is he going to do it again? Oh, he actually kills Lee Sin. Okay. So Lee Sin overstays right there, but I think that just Kha'Zix, what are you doing, man? he walked right over a ward. He was completely alone. They caught him out before the fight even really started. And then, I mean, if he had stayed alive during that, they definitely could have won that fight. I mean,
yeah, they would have.
Lucian basically just sat there auto-attacking nonstop for like 20 seconds straight.
And Lucian is really not really doing that much in this.
And he has a Bork. His auto attacks aren't going to like crit you and burst you down, but if you just let him auto attack you over and over and over again, unchallenged, then yeah, it's going to add up after a while.
And see, and this Galio tried to save Kha'Zix too with his ult, which is really smart. But knowing that this Katarina kind of had a burst already, he already bursted out the Kha'Zix. I didn't see the point of ulting on Kha'Zix because he was dead anyway. But it was a good try though. Okay, I like that. Vladimir gonna hold for the Vladimir just pull away. Now they're not gonna.
Vladimir is just playing extremely cocky right now.
Okay, Kha'Zix going for the 1v1. Lucian going. Lucian used the double passive, but no, Kha'Zix go for it.
Where were Thresh and Katarina during that? Why didn't they rotate over to help them?
Okay, Katarina might ult. No, she won't. They go for the Vladimir, get him killed. No, they ate him. Okay, they ate him. Oh, Kha'Zix is going in. Okay, Kha'Zix get the 1 kill. Does he get the reset? Does he have a reset? No, he didn't.
All right. Signs of life coming from Team 6 Longswords.
Yep, from 5
See
and
some
11.
signs of life. So, Kha'Zix did make up for it a little bit by actually catching out the Lucian, but you have to wonder why Thresh and Katarina just stayed mid the whole time and never even attempted to go help them.
I think the plan was that they were going to kill Vladimir in that attempt.
No, that's not worth it. I mean, that was like a free kill on Kha'Zix if they just go up there, and then they also keep Lucian alive, but instead, Lucian dies and Kha'Zix lives.
Okay, wait. We might have spoken
pretty much all of Team 6 Longswords overstaying right there.
Oh.
Oh my god!
Oh my god! This Lee.
That's a tilter. That's a tilter. Okay.
Q in between the minions.
Oh man. Okay, Ezreal. I feel bad for Ezreal, dude. That's like an absurd Q. That's like, what the fuck, man? How's that hit me? That's ridiculous. But very nice play from Lee Sin there.
Yes, bro. Like I said, this Lee Sin, if he can carry, if Lee Sin can show his mechanic and push this team and like show that he is really good in the jungle, I have no doubt that this Lee Sin is great. Rip Harold, man. He just 9/11 that tower. Not gonna lie. Okay, so
I don't agree with the use of this Rift Herald. I definitely think that this should have been either you should have waited until you already had a wave in a better position to get right on the tower as soon as the Rift Herald gets there, or you just go top and take that tower. It looks like Renekton has control of that at the moment. They're just going to take this dragon, but yeah, I don't like the usage of the Rift Herald. I think that they also waited way too long to use it. I mean, remember when they got that? They got that a long time ago.
Yeah, they did. And I think the reason why they had to use it then and now was because
it was about to run out. But I mean, they had plenty of opportunities in the past to use it.
True.
And I
You're
mean,
right
oh,
about
and top lane tower still hasn't died, so
They should have pushed top lane by now. Okay, so I guess they
that was where I
rotated.
thought that they should have used it to be like right after they got it, but that isn't how it ended up going.
Well, oh well. At the end of the day, Clark is still in the lead, 13-7. Lee Sin is pressuring is outperforming, but this Kozik is also outperforming too. Kozik was having a rough early game, but he coming back in the mid lane with his assassin kills. Katarina is just showing his Vladimir who's boss right now.
I'd
And his
also like to
Vladimir,
note that Katarina just got about 2,000% more annoying by the fact that she purchased a Sonya's Hourglass.
oh, she did. Oh, reap. Oh wait, Kazik going for the 1v1 against Stress. Stress use ultimate. Okay, just to slow him. We send and might go for the Q. Did he get the Q? Let's see. Yes, he landed the Q, but he doesn't have enough damage, and he had to launcher away from there before he dies and loses the team. Okay. Oh, whoa! Where did the Renekton come from? With the 1v4, Katarina going in with the Galio going in with the knocking everybody up. But as you can see, Red Team having low health. Katarina will die here to the Galio. Lee Sin is trying to pressure off this Galio, but this Galio too tanky to go. Ezreal trying to slow them down, but
Vladimir coming in from behind them as well.
Vladimir going for behind, try to 1v3. And for hell, you better auto, boy, auto for your life. Cause he's trying to go for the thresh. He gets the kill. Renekton go for the stun onto Ezreal. Lee Sin go for the kill onto Ezreal. Pop the Thunder Lord. One more auto attack, and this guy is dead. Renekton going to E onto him. That's an ace.
Spoder won and Sharnos went absolutely fucking ham in that fight. And even though I think that there were some misplays on the side of Team 6 All Swords when they probably should have won that fight, Clark's Bleach definitely overextended a little bit there, but I mean, they seem to be a little bit more committed to that than Team 6 Long Swords were. They're like, we're going to make this work. This is a bad idea, but we're going to make this shit work.
I don't care how much we die. I don't care how much.
I have to like it. I mean, I have to like that attitude. It's like, it's a bad idea, but we're just going to keep throwing our bodies at them until it works or it doesn't.
And what I like about Clark Bleach, they take the fight, even though they know the fight is a bad situation for them. They're not like other teams that will just run away and be like, okay, let's reset. They're just like, do you watch the MSI when it came out? Do you watch?
I watched it a bit, but I don't entirely know how much you can compare MSI to this.
Do you know the team called Gigabyte Marines?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's how I see Clark Bleach going. They're playing like Gigabyte Marine. They're just going aggro. They don't care if they get taken.
So what you're saying is Clark's Bleach is the equivalent of a wild card team and that they're trash, right?
No.
It's a really mean thing to say, isn't it?
So I'm saying that the way they're acting, you can see the wild pressure on TS in one of the game. Okay,
so yeah, it's Vladimir as a pool.
Okay, let me be. Oh, Trish!
He's gonna throw another one. You went on that one.
Oh my gosh, this Trish is a monster. Lucian ready to use the board. They're going in. Katarina!
He lands another one. He lands another one.
Oh, that's 3 hook in a row. Come on, Vlad. What you doing, fam? Vlad, what you doing? This Thresh is a god.
3 Thresh hooks on Vladimir in a row.
Oh, and the Thresh onto the Gallia. What a beautiful knuckle play. Oh, Thresh final.
He goes down. All right.
Oh, wait, Katarina. This is a Faker show right here. Faker, can you get that kill? Faker get the Ezreal kill. Let's go. We got the show up here. Okay, we can see Clark.
This is certainly going to be an inhibitor going down.
Yep.
Possibly 2. The bottom lane inhibitor is completely open.
Ozzy is up in 5, Vladimir up in 2, and Tom Kent and Galio still up and alive. Can they go for the second inhibitor before they die? Lucian, okay, they will not go for it. They were pressuring them back. Tom Kent is slowing as many as possible down. Galio just missed his E onto a wall. Okay, good. Okay, I like that this team have a lot of dash potential. Okay. Renekton have an E that can dash him out. Katarina have an E that can teleport her out. Lee Sin have a W that can also dash him out, and Lucian have an E that can dash him out. So like it's kind of hard to CC lock them down if you have that many dashes, because literally you can just dash on each other just to get out of the situation. Now Galileo, he did miss his E. He did hit an E on top of a wall. which I feel was a kind of a small mechanic play, but it's all good at the end of the day. It is 10-21 to Cloud Drake and then Mountain Drake. The goalie is 10K up. Uh, at the moment, I don't really see how um 6LS can come back into the game. Do you feel? Do you?
The legendary Baron throws. That's how they come back. I would say that I would rather. I'd like to just see Clark's Bleach go bottom lane. I like to see teams, learn how to end these games cleanly.
Yeah.
Just until you have bottom lane inhibitor, don't go to Baron.
Don't go to Baron.
Unless they do what they did last game on Team 6 All Swords and they just go back and pretty much give you the Baron for no apparent reason.
True.
Leave it alone. Okay, so they're going to the third Cloud Drake. All right, guys, count them 3. The 3 Cloud Drakes. Ultimate late game power boys. They're going to be going Sonic, dude.
Bro,
gotta
Sonic.
Go fast.
You gotta go fast. Hey, someone should play it like this.
Oh, look at the speed that they're going to get to this Baron with. Oh, look at the speed, dude.
Plus
Look at the speed.
Plus, they also have Mountain Drake. So, like, just imagine burst this Baron down quickly. They are going for the
Team 6 All Stars got 2 bottom. They just sent Kazakhs back to base. They're giving it up again. So,
yep.
In fact, I don't even really know if you can really hope to do much here.
Wait,
you can't fight them.
Is this the best?
But I guess you could maybe count it like a miracle steal or something. But yeah, other than that, I think this game's pretty much over.
Hold on, quick question: is this the best out of 3 or best out of 5?
It's best out of 3.
Best out of 3. So, long story 6, they needed to win this game. Right now, I won't say the game is over yet. Yes, they have Baron. Yes, they will be pushing. But if Galio it's taunt, okay, can someone kind of help Galio in that? I feel like they could have killed the Katarina because that was a
lot. Galio again.
With the hook again, the first guy keep landing these hook on point. And he going
Lucian killed the Gromp earlier. Lucian, double agent Lucian, dude.
Lucian, why you portray your boy like that, man? You should have told him.
He totally knew this was gonna happen. It's entirely.
Oh, Renekton just uses ulti just to get the lifesteal back. Renekton. Oh, Katarina go for the burst, damn it. They're going for an A-Run battle. Here's the classical illusion right here. They're going for the Vladimir. They get the Kaze, they get the Galio. The Comcast is still alive, but Lee Sin said, boy, that's my kill right there. Kicking him back into the Lucian for the double kill. That's GG right there. They're going to
All right, another thing I want to note is that Crown Ren went for Lucian and got kited out and died 1v1 against Lucian as Kazakhs. Meanwhile, really? Katarina does a massive amount of damage in the team fight, and they just also couldn't seem to deal with the Renekton either.
Dang.
Yeah, I mean, that should pretty much be the end of the game, right?
Yeah, that's a GG right there. Congratulations to the next round and playoff. Long story 6. Okay, Ezreal just got deleted. Okay, that's happened. GG 3 Cloud Dray 11-26, 9 inhibitor taken, 9 tower taken to 1 with a 10, almost a 20 goal lead. Good job to Clara Bleach. Do you have any words for this people?
It's a good job by Clorox Bleach. I think there's certainly some things that they can clean up, but they definitely did win convincingly. They were expected to win convincingly coming in from the regular season results. So I do think that, if they want to beat Final Esports, who I think is probably going to make it to the finals unless they've already lost by some miracle, they're gonna have to clean it up just a little bit. But other than that, man, it was pretty nice performance by them. I like it.
Very good. Do you have any notes? Long story 6. Do you have anything that they should work on?
Oh boy, I mean, it's hard because they had 2 subs coming into this, and when you go down 0-2 and you get beat pretty convincingly, I mean, I could talk to them about a number of things or talk about a number of things that they did wrong, but it would take too long at this point. I do hope that they return next season. I look forward to seeing their improvements next season. Maybe they make it deeper in the playoffs, but for now, I guess it's see you later. Team 6 Long Swords.
And I agree with you too. Team 6 Long Sword, they put on for game 1 and 2. The only thing I see was that Lee Sin with this Kazakh's track was the jungler on Long 6 didn't really do good in the first game. He tried, but the second game he did show us what he's made of. He did come back with an outclass on the Kazakhs, and I appreciate that. I understand that they have 2 sub, which kind of sucks, but sometimes you just gotta practice with your sub. Situation happen. You can't always expect it. Carso, I hated that they banned all Carso support, so I feel sorry for my man. This Edger, he tried, he went 0-6-6, but you can do only so much as an Edger. But yeah, Team Six Longsword. Hope you guys come back next time and make it to the playoff. I'll be rooting you guys on because I feel like you guys can be a really, really powerful, strong team. You just gotta have small mistakes, small macro play.
Other than that, I would say that's pretty much it from us for tonight. I think that we will be back. Now, I would probably need to get this confirmed, but I believe that we will be streaming both of the semifinal matches tomorrow, rather than just like the one today. We'll be starting earlier. We'll be starting at 4 p.m. Eastern rather than 9 p.m. Eastern, so that we can fit both of them. I think I could be wrong about that, and they just randomly bumped the time up, but I would assume that they bumped the time up so that we can fit both matches in.
Yep, I agree with you there. So until we get right now it should be 4, but until we get confirmed by the producer, we don't actually know the time. But yeah, my name is NDO12. I'm here with my special man
Inertia.
We will be here next time to broadcast the semifinal. Congratulations to Quarterfinals 6 for making it on to the next round, and we will see you later.
Have a good night, everyone.
I'm sorry.
Oh.
I'm sorry. I wasn't sure. My bad, man.
I wonder who is the person that's broadcasting. Is it who is it? Is it Elucid? Is it Gavin Nickus? Is it? Oh yeah, it's Spank my Gank, the big dick bandito.
I didn't even know you were. Didn't know that you're the one that was broadcasting it because this is my first time casting. So I was so.
I only told you 3 times.
Oh, my bad. I'm sorry, man. Next time, I'll make sure I be quiet.
Is the stream even still going at this point?
Oh
boy.
Well, I guess everyone can do
Okay.
this.
Our punishment is we have to say goodbye twice.
Okay, I'm gonna let you do your broadcast.
Goodbye, everyone. Have a good night. We'll see you in the semifinals tomorrow.
See you soon. Bye tomorrow. Good night.